Hey friends. Okay, so totally excuse me not having makeup on because I just finished up a Facebook party, and so I totally washed my face on the Facebook party. But I hope that y'all are doing well tonight. Make sure that you comment whenever you're here because I'm going to be doing some drawings, so make sure that you comment so I can enter you into the drawings, okay? So tonight we're going to talk about the top 10 most used, I guess, top 10 beauty mistakes, okay? So there's a lot of them, y'all. There's a lot of things that we do wrong because we just don't know any different. And so tonight we're going to talk about the top 10 things that you're doing wrong, okay? And if you're not doing any of these things wrong, then you got to comment because you're getting a prize from me if you're not doing anything wrong, okay? So the first thing is applying makeup on your skin when you have not taken care of your skin first, okay? Skincare is so important. So I grew up where my dad, he painted cars and did body work like his whole career, okay? And so he did like when somebody hit a deer, he fixed their car, okay? Well, what I know is that if he did not prepare the car to be painted, then the paint on the car looked terrible, okay? Well, he always prepared it, but if he had not prepared it, then it would have looked terrible, right? And so the important thing is that you prepare your skin before you paint it or put your makeup on, okay? And so I wanted to start off with that one because that is such a important thing. It's important that you always use a proper skincare regimen. You need to moisturize. You've got to wash your face, y'all. You've got to take your makeup off before you go to bed. And I probably shouldn't have said that because that's one of our mistakes, but you got to take your makeup off before you go to bed, okay? And so make sure that you are cleansing your face good and moisturizing your face good. Okay, the other thing is testing your foundation on the back of your hand. Have anybody ever done this? You go in the store and you're like, oh, this foundation looks like it matches me good, right? Well, it matches your hand, but y'all look at the difference between my hand and my face. Your face, I promise, is the same way. So if it matches your hand, that does not necessarily mean that it matches your face, okay? So just make sure that you are matching your foundation on your jawline. Okay, not on your neck, not on your face, your jawline, because you want it to blend with your face and your neck so you don't have a makeup line. Okay, excuse me. Another thing is concealer, okay? So concealer, when you're putting concealer on, a lot of times people put way too much concealer on. You only need a little dot of concealer here, here, just right here to kind of brighten up these dark areas that we get under our eyes. You may want just a tiny bit here, okay? But to put too much concealer, like I have seen pictures of people, y'all, in their weddings, and they look like a raccoon or they look like they went outside with sunglasses on because their concealer is so bright white and it is so much, okay? So it's important that you do a little bit of concealer to brighten underneath the eye area, but not so much that you look like a raccoon. Okay, what is next? Okay, eyebrows. Your eyebrows. So our eyebrows are supposed to start and end. Now, this is when you draw them on, okay? Your natural brow may not be this way, and that's okay because some of us don't have a whole lot of brows. And if you're me, you got a whole lot of extra brow, okay? But what you're gonna do is when you're drawing your brow on, you want to hold your brow pencil like this, okay? Where the brow pencil lines up with the corner of your nose, that is where your brow needs to start. It needs to start here, okay? And then you want it to end past your eye. Some people's brows end like right here, okay? You want them to end past your eye. All right, so if you do this, if you go underneath, see like how my eye angles? If you do this, that's really where your eyebrow needs to land. The end of your eyebrow needs to land. is this angle, okay? So here and here. Your arch needs to be right above the black part of your eye. What is that? That's not the iris. That's the black part, whatever that is. That is where your arch is, okay? All right, or maybe a little bit beside it, but it is close, okay? All right, so that is how you're gonna do your eyebrows. Okay, another thing, if you have crepey eyelids, that sounds really like offensive, but if you have like really wrinkly eyelids, y'all know what I'm talking about. You cannot use shimmer, okay? If you use shimmer on eyelids that are super crepey, it makes them look even more crepey. So you just need dull eyeshadows that don't have a whole lot of shimmer in them. Also, it's important that you dot your eyeshadow on like this, not like this, not rub it like this, okay? You want to dot it on, okay? All right, number 6, I think we're on number 6. I'm keeping track on my things so I remember, because I just like bulleted them and forgot to like do a number. Okay, number 6 is washing your face before you go to bed. Okay, so I told y'all earlier, you've got to wash your face before you go to bed. You've got to take your makeup off, y'all. If you are sleeping in your makeup, every night that you sleep in your makeup, your skin ages 7 days. That's a lot. A lot. So make sure that you're doing that, okay? Eyeliner. Do not put eyeliner in your waterline. How many of y'all are still putting eyeliner in your waterline? I did for years, y'all. For years. It makes your eyes look smaller. Okay? When you wear too much eyeliner and you put it inside this waterline right here, it makes your eyes look smaller. You want your eyes to be big and to pop. And if you put too much eyeliner on, it is going to be like, it's going to make your eyes look very beady. I look back at like pictures from when I was like in middle school and I did that, and I'm like, oh my gosh, my eyes look awful, you know? And like now that I do them differently and I know how to do them, they look a lot better. So just try not doing it in your waterline. Okay. Excuse me. Okay, cheek color. I think this is number 8. Okay, I think we have 2 left, so yeah, 8. Okay, so cheek color. When you're putting your cheek color on, I really don't want to put makeup back on because I just took it off. But when you're putting cheek color on, most people want to do it in the apple of their cheek right here. Okay? You actually are going to want to start here and work your way forward with the cheek color. Okay? If you put it here, it's going to look a little bit clownish, okay? Not that it does if you've been doing that for years. I'm not saying that you look like a clown, okay? I'm just saying that it has the potential to, but it looks a lot more natural if you start back here and work your way forward on the top of your jaw, what is that? Your cheekbone. That's what the bone that is. Your cheekbone, okay? So you're going on the top of your cheekbone, starting back and working your way forward. Okay, we got 2 more. Are y'all ready? All right. Or maybe we have 1 more. Sorry. Oh my gosh. I have them all like messed up. Okay. Okay, your makeup. Your makeup needs to match your eye color. Okay, so this is one of my favorite ones. So if you take the color wheel, and okay, so what you're going to do is I can't use my phone because I'm using my phone right now. But what you're going to do is you're going to take your phone and you're going to zoom in onto your eyeball, like your eyeball, okay? The color that is closest to the black of your eyeball, you're going to find that color on the color wheel. Let me find the color wheel. So you're going to find that color on the color wheel. I just had to Google it, so hopefully, see if it'll pull up. Here we go. Okay, so you're gonna, I don't think I can flip it around, but I can do this. So you're gonna find your color on the color wheel, okay? Mine is like in this range, okay? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go straight across from that on the color wheel. Straight across. And that's the color that's going to complement my eye the most. Okay? If it's more blue, then you're going to go more towards your oranges and your reds. If it's more green, you're going to go more towards your pinks and your purples. If it's more purpley, which some people's are, you're going more towards your oranges. Okay? Most people don't have pink eyes, but it would be the opposite, okay? If some people do have an orangey tint in their, really close to the black part of their eye, and that would look really good with like a navy eyeshadow, okay? So when you're matching your foundation, your eyeshadow to your clothes, that's not necessarily what you want to do. You want to match your eyeshadow to your eye color. All right, and I can answer more questions about that later if y'all need a little bit more depth information about that. Okay. The last thing is not using a primer. So many times I talk to people, and y'all just ignore my red spot under my nose. It's eczema, and I'm trying to get rid of it, and it is slowly going away, so y'all just ignore that. But people who do not use a primer, y'all, people will come to me and they'll say, oh, well, I'm having issues with my skin. And I'm like, are you using a primer? Like, that's always my first question. If you're having issues with your foundation, are you using a primer? If you're having issues with your eyeshadow, are you using a primer? Are you using a finishing spray? Okay, you have to have a primer in your skincare routine. So that's the top 10 beauty mistakes. Y'all comment your favorite one and let me know which ones you've been doing and which ones you haven't been doing. All right, have a great night.